So with this video, I'm also starting my Google Ads video series, and this is my first video on Google Ads Performance Max campaign. This campaign was introduced, I think, in 2021, if I'm not wrong. And in that year, it was rolled out to almost everyone. And since then, I think this is one of the most popular campaign people use these days, because this is one campaign which you need to create and your ads get displayed on all the different Google products, which is like YouTube, Google Search, Google Display, and if you can see on my screen, Display, Search, Discover, Gmail, Maps, and Google Shopping as well. So you just need to create one campaign and Google will take care of it and display your ads on all of these different campaigns. Otherwise, if you run other different campaign, you have to create multiple different campaigns to run ads on each of these products, which you can still do to get specific results from specific platforms. But now with the Performance Max campaign, it has become much easier to run these ads. I've personally run Performance Max campaigns a lot. I've spent a lot of money on these campaigns and generated some good results. So in this video, let's understand when to use Google Ads Performance Max campaign and how to set up a Performance Max campaign. So without wasting any time, let's jump directly onto the video. Before I start, if you're looking for Google Ads services, you can hit me up on Instagram. Do check the description for that. So as I mentioned, this is one campaign which you can run to display your ads on all the different Google products. And since the name says Performance Max, it is a performance focused campaign, which means this is a lower funnel campaign. You will run this campaign when you want to generate leads and sales for your business. So this is like a conversion focused campaign. You do not want to run it for when you want awareness and traffic for your business. For that, you can go for other different campaign types like search and shopping, whatever the other different products which you can run. But for this campaign, for Performance Max, since it is a lower funnel campaign, it is a conversion focused campaign, you only want to run it when you are looking for leads and sales for your business. That also brings me to another point, that if you have a fresh Google account, I wouldn't suggest you to run this campaign from the start. So since this is a conversion focused campaign, your account needs to have some conversions before you run this campaign. So I suggest you run other campaigns first and then switch. Once you have like 40-50 conversions in your account, then you can start this campaign. And my next point is, this is a asset rich campaign, which means you need multiple different headlines, descriptions, different images, different videos for this campaign to work really well. So it is very important that you have these assets beforehand, before you run this campaign. So yeah, these are some of the points which you can keep in mind before you run this campaign. Now let me come quickly to the Google Ads account and show you how do you actually set up this campaign. So if you can see, I'm on my Google Ads screen. If you have never created a Google Ads account, it's pretty easy to create an account. I can link the video also. I've created that video in the description. You can check it out. Once you are here, you can just go to campaign section on the left hand side and then click on campaign, and it'll show you the plus symbol. So once you click on plus, I think you will get this pop-up. Then click on new campaign and done. So here we are with the objective. So as I mentioned, this is a conversion focused campaign. You will only have this campaign available with certain objective. For example, sales and leads. So in this campaign setup, I'll take an example of leads and I'll go with leads. Then conversion goal, make sure you have your goals also properly set up, your pixels also properly set up on the website, and you can choose your goal. For me, if you see, purchase is already selected on account level. If you have any other goal, you can also add those goals from here. But for now, you can just skip this part and just click on continue after that. And then comes the campaign type. So here is where you choose the campaign type, and you can see this is the Performance Max campaign which we want to run. So let's select that, and then comes the add products to this campaign, this is nothing but if you have a merchant center set up, you can directly select your products from here and also use those products to display on inside this campaign, Performance Max campaign. For now I don't have any, so I'll keep it as it is. Once you have merchant center set up, make sure you connect it with your Google Ads account, and then it'll, automatically going to display the products for you here. Then next is where should you people go after clicking. So you can put the website. I'll just put my website for now, just as dummy. And then campaign name, you can put the suitable name which you can understand. For me, I'm not going to change this. I'll just keep it as it is. I'm not planning to publish this campaign. So here we are on the first step, which is bidding. Okay, so it gives me two options, conversion and conversion value. As I mentioned earlier that this is a conversion focused campaign, so your bidding strategy is also focused towards conversion. You don't have a clicks as a strategy here, because that's what not this campaign is about. Okay, so conversion, if your goal is to generate maximum conversion, you can just click on conversion and either set a target cost per conversion. For example, if your lead cost is, for example, 100 or 200, whatever it is, you can set as TCPA, and it will try and keep your cost up to that level. You can also choose conversion value as bidding strategy in case when the value is defined. For example, if you're running e-commerce clients or clients where you're selling courses or where the value of the conversion is known, in those cases you can set conversion value and set a target ROAS. So for example, if you need for 300%, 400% ROAS, you can set that ROAS here as well, or you can choose not to set any ROAS as well. For me, I'll just go with conversion in my case, since I'm running a lead campaign and I don't know what will be the value of the lead, in case the leads are generated. So I'll keep it as it is, and I'll leave the target CPA also as it is. I don't want to set any target CPA. Later I can decide and set it up based on my account history as well. Customer acquisition, it says by default your campaigns bid equally for new and existing customers, but if you want to bid more for a new customer, you can just click on this particular checkbox. I will leave it as it is. I don't want to bid more for new customers. I'll bid equally. So click on next. After that comes the location setting. Location, for example, let's say I just want to target India, so I'll choose India in this case. You can also choose specific location. Just click on this and enter a location here which you specifically want to target. For example, some cities in India, you can just use that as well. I'll go with entire India. Languages, English is already selected. If you want, you can select multiple languages and go ahead with that as well. Then next comes automatically created assets. So Google, by default, these are checked. Okay, so Google, what it does is it actually crawls your landing page and pick the text and images from that landing page and show it to the user. I wouldn't want that. I want control on my ads, and I will create my own ads and show those specific ads to those people. So I will uncheck these options, and I don't want to create any automatic assets. For example, if you are okay with that, if you want Google to crawl your landing page and create the assets for you, you can go ahead with this option as well. So that's it. And then if you click on more setting, there are a couple of different other options also. Ad schedule, you can also put when do you want to run ads, like which days and in between what time. Okay, for example, morning 9 to evening 6. If you want to run ads in that specific time, you can choose it here. And you can also click on add and add multiple days as well. I don't want that, so I'll just skip this part. Click on more settings. You can also set start and end date. You can also go with campaign URL option. This is if you're using any analytics tool. And then page feed, you can also use page feed is nothing but if you have some specific URLs, you would want only those URLs for Google to crawl and check upon. So you can create a list of or create a page feed of those upload it into your Google Ads account in the business and then choose it here. I will skip this option for now. I don't want to go ahead with this option. Then click on more settings, and then we have brand exclusion as well. So you can exclude the brands for which you don't want to show your ads. For example, let's say I'm running ad for Myntra and I don't want to show my ads whenever somebody searches for Amazon. Okay, so I'll put Amazon as a keyword here, and whenever somebody searches Amazon, my not show. So that's how you can also exclude the brands in those cases. Some businesses want to do that, some businesses don't want to do that. This is a business decision, so you can take a call as per client's requirement or business requirement. So that's it. I'll skip this part and then click on next. Then comes the asset group name. Just give the name to the asset group and put the final URL where you want people to land when they click on the ad. Okay, so put that URL here. Then comes the asset generation. Google has also introduced Google AI, which can help you generate asset. You just need to provide some keywords, some description and URLs, and I think it is going to create ads for you. So you can also use these option to create headline and descriptions for you. But I usually like to have control on my own headlines, and I create my own headlines with offers and with everything and use those in my ads. This is really helpful. I've used this a lot as well, which actually gives me some initial idea with the headlines, and then I can build upon on those headlines and description myself. So you can use this option as well, but for now I will actually skip it. And comes to the headline part. So you can see here I have an option of 15 headlines with a character limit of 30 characters in each. So make sure you have these headlines ready, and you don't need to put all 15, but as many as you can just put that here. Okay, same goes with long headline. You have an option of adding 5 long headline with a character limit of 90. Then comes description. You have option of adding 5 descriptions with a character limit of for short one it is 60, for long it is 90. And then about 20 images, where the images needs to be this 16:9 ratio and the square size images as well. So these two, make sure you have both of these type of images. You don't need 20 exactly, but if you have 20, you can add them as well. Then comes the logo part. Add your logo here. Make sure you upload your logo and add that here. Business name is nothing but your business name on which you are running the ad. For example, I'll just put my name here. And then videos, you have option of adding 5 videos, and you can upload those videos to YouTube, and you can keep it unlisted or public as you like, but take the URL and add those, click on search YouTube and add that URL here, and it'll pick up the videos directly from your YouTube. So this is needed. You need to upload your videos on YouTube before you use it here. I suggest you to keep a mix of both 16:9, which is a actual YouTube video size, and then the shorts size. So I've seen the short videos also work really well if they are if they are very good. So keep a mix of both of these type of format for videos. And then we have an option of site links. Multiple different site links you can upload. Site links are nothing but the links to other pages of your website. For example, I am promoting a product which is leading to a specific product, but I can also provide link in my ads which are directing to a couple of different pages. For example, let's say if you are in jewelry niche, so let's say if you are promoting necklace, you can also put the links of rings or maybe bangles, whatever it is, like the links to the other pages of your website which you think are people would want to click on those. So that's site link. Then comes the call to action. You have to choose from here. For in my case, since generating leads, So I'll just use sign up or apply now, whatever it is. Then you also have a more asset type. If you click on those, you also get a couple of different other extensions which you also use in search. So it's promotion extension, price, calls, call out, structured snippet, lead form. You can also create these extension, but if you don't, you can skip this part as well. Then comes the more option part. In this, you don't need to do anything. You can provide a display path. This is just for display purpose. And final, if you have a different final URL for mobile, you can use this option as well. But I suppose you are using the same URL for both desktop and mobile, so skip this part as well. So yeah, I think that's how you create the ads. Once the ads are created, then comes the signal part. Okay, here is where you add some search themes which you think people are using related to your product. For example, let's say I'm generating leads for performance marketing course. Obviously people are searching for performance marketing course, performance marketing training. So I would want to put those keywords here, which I think people are searching for who are looking for performance marketing course. I can add Google Ads course, Facebook ad course, digital marketing training, all of these keywords which have that interest of those people who want to see these ads and maybe just explore these courses which I'm trying to sell. Okay, then audience signal. In audience signal, you can choose the data here. For example, I have the audience list created of all the people who have viewed my YouTube channel, videos on my YouTube channel. So I can just select this list and I can show my ads to all those people. Likewise, if you click on additional signals, it gives you multiple different options. For example, you have an option of interest and detailed demographic. So if you click on this and then click on it again, it gives you these options of different types you can search here. You can click on browse, in market audience, affinity audience, live events, detailed demographic, custom interest. You can just go through these different audience type, select these audience which are related to your product or industry, and use these as a signal as well for Google. And then if you click on additional goals, then demographic is also you can select male, female. If your products are specific to female, just uncheck male, and if it is specific to any age range, you can also adjust that age range as well. Okay, once you're done, you can just give a name to your audience and that's it. Please understand, this is like a suggestion to Google. These are not specific targeting. For example, if you uncheck male here, in this case your brand is specific to female. Now it doesn't mean that your ads will not show to male. Google might do that because these are suggestions, these are not specific targeting. So please understand that. Same goes with the age, same goes with your other interest and detailed demographic which you have selected, because you need to understand Google is trying to take this as a signal and trying to reach out to these kind of people or similar to these kind of people. Okay, so once this is done, once you have provided the signal to Google to have an initial start, just give the name and then click on next. And here is where you add the daily budget, daily whatever you want to spend on the campaign. I suggest you keep the budget at least minimum so that you get at least 1 or 2 leads a day. Okay, so if your lead cost is about 200, so I suggest you keep about 400 or 500, something like that. At least you should get 1 or 2 leads a day. I think 400 or 500 is also too less of a budget. As soon as you can scale it, please scale this budget so that this campaign can have enough learning to get you some better results. Okay, so put the daily budget here. This is the daily budget which Google is going to spend every day, or so for example, if I want Google to spend 500 rupees a day, I can set that budget here. Once this is done, click on next, and this is nothing but the summary of the entire campaign setup. And what you just need to do is you will get a publish option. You just publish this option. If you get a payment option that you have to set up payment, just set up a payment method, and your campaign will, after some time, once it goes through a review, your campaign will be ready to run. For me, it is not giving because I have not set up any assets, so it is giving me that error that you go back and set up those assets and then run the campaign. So yeah, I mean, this is how you set up the campaign. Another thing, once you have set up the campaign, when you come back to campaign section, you will see your campaign here. And when you click on that campaign, you will see the asset group. For now, we have just created one asset group. You can create multiple asset groups as well inside the campaign. And these asset groups can be for multiple different categories. For example, I've taken an example of jewelry. So for example, necklace is one asset group. Okay. Rings is another asset group. And then, for example, bangles or bracelet can be another asset group. So different asset groups you can create inside this campaign, which can help you generate even more conversion. Don't put everything in just one asset group. I wouldn't recommend that for you. It might not generate the results which you're looking for. So yeah, keep that in mind. Yeah, I think that's all for this video. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment section below. As I said, if you're looking for Google Ads services, you can hit me up on my Instagram. Check the description below for that. And I will see you in the next video very soon. Thank you.